I'm seriously questioning whether my friends are actually my friends after what was supposed to be a relaxing hike turned into one of the worst days I've had in a long time. I'm 31. And between work, kids, babysitters, and everyone's schedules, getting our friend group together has been almost impossible lately. We'd been talking about doing a hike for months. Plans got made, canceled, remade, and after what felt like forever, we finally locked down a day. I was actually excited. I even threw out several ideas for easy trails. Nothing crazy, just a simple day hike where we could catch up, enjoy nature, and spend some time together. But my two friends insisted on doing a trail near their house. They described it as straightforward. They said someone would drop us off on the opposite side of the hill, we'd hike over, and eventually come down right into their neighborhood. They estimated 6 hours total. Perfect. My boyfriend and I packed exactly how you'd expect people to pack for a casual hike. Backpacks, snacks, sandwiches, water bottles, sunscreen. Nothing extreme because nobody told us this was some survival challenge. Then we arrived, and my friends showed up with mountain bikes. My boyfriend and I literally stared at each other. I thought maybe they were bringing them for later or something. Nope, apparently they planned on riding while we walked. When they saw our confusion, they laughed and said not to worry. They'd probably get ahead of us, but they'd stop at scenic overlooks and we'd catch up. No rush, no pressure. We'd all end up back in their neighborhood anyway. Well, that lasted about 15 minutes. They disappeared, not slowly. Not, we'll wait up around the corner. Gone. My boyfriend and I just kept walking because what else were we supposed to do? And almost immediately, things started feeling wrong. This wasn't some peaceful hiking trail. ATVs kept flying by. We constantly had to move out of the way. The path wasn't scenic, it wasn't relaxing. And the further we went, the more obvious it became that this place wasn't designed for normal hiking at all. Eventually, we stopped to rest, already exhausted and annoyed. That's when a couple guys on ATVs pulled over and started talking to us. They asked where we were headed. When we told them, their expressions changed immediately. One of them actually said, "Wait, you're walking?" Turns out we weren't even close. Not remotely. We still had several miles left. And these two complete strangers, who owed us absolutely nothing, took one look at us and decided to help. Honestly, they were saints. They offered us a ride on their ATVs, and thank God they did. Because after 15 more minutes riding at a TV speed, I realized there was absolutely no way anyone with common sense would have expected us to do that on foot without proper preparation. By the time we got dropped off, we realized we still weren't actually in their neighborhood like we'd been told, so we started walking again. 20 minutes later, our friends finally drove by and picked us up, like nothing happened. They were talking normally, acting like everything was fine. Meanwhile, my feet hurt, I had a headache, and honestly, I just wanted to go home. Dinner afterward had been the original plan, but my boyfriend and I skipped it. We grabbed food on the way home and just sat there in silence. And here's the part that's messing with me. I know we're adults. Nobody's responsible for me. I should have asked more questions. I should have researched the route myself. But at the same time, this trip was completely misrepresented. If someone had told me this involved mountain bikes, ATV roads, and miles of extra distance, I would have said, sounds fun, but we don't own bikes. So maybe next time. Instead, I spent one of my very rare kid-free days feeling abandoned by people I thought were friends. My mom had babysat all day so we could do this. When we got home, she asked how it went. I explained everything, and after listening, she just looked at me and asked, "Honey, are these people actually your friends?" Honestly, that question hit me harder than anything, because I spent the entire day wondering if I was just tired, dramatic, or being unreasonable. But after eating dinner and still feeling upset hours later, I realized I wasn't angry because the hike was hard. I was angry because somewhere along the way, everyone lost the plot. Nobody warned us, nobody checked on us, nobody waited, nobody thought, hey, maybe our friends who came here expecting a casual hike aren't equipped for this. And somehow complete strangers showed us more kindness than the people we'd rearranged our lives to spend time with. Now everyone keeps calling and apologizing, saying they're sorry, things went sideways. But honestly, I'm not even looking for an apology. I'm just looking at these friendships differently now. Because maybe friendships aren't about never making mistakes, but if someone can leave you stranded,